This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeart Radio app. Mark Thompson is here in the house.
Yeah. Love
That's
it.
cool. That's cool. That's great, man. Everybody likes Mark Thompson. Mark Thompson, man. Spring break countdown or crackdown. We'll get to that as well. That's kind of a crazy deal. And got measles to worry about. Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese is in the news. Chuck E. Cheese says goodbye to the animatronics.
No.
Yeah.
That's what the kids come in for, don't they?
It's over.
Oh. No more animatronics.
It's over. And then the Menendez brothers as well. Hey, where are you going with that? Where are you going with that?
Where'd you get this folder?
Wait, don't touch. No, no.
Just where did you get this? No, where did you get this?
I got it on... just leave it alone. We'll do it during the break.
No, seriously, where did you get this?
There.
That says Michelle Q.
It's right. Yeah, it doesn't anymore.
Looks like you pulled the name tag off.
Don't grab it. We'll do it during the break.
You took that off her desk.
I took it. I didn't go in her desk. I took it on top of her desk.
But that's still her desk, and it's not for you to touch.
I know, but I needed a three-hole binder, and so I put her stuff on her desk, and I'm using her binder.
Why would you do that? You would
don't grab it like that. No.
Her folder. Go put it back where you found it.
I'm give it to her Friday when I'm done.
No, you won't.
I will. All right. I need a 3-hole binder for that Huntington Beach police stuff. I didn't go in her desk. It was on her desk.
You don't take the contents and leave it on the desk. That's her property. You would hate if somebody did that to your live book.
I think going in her desk is rude, but on her desk, I think is fair game.
Taking all the stuff out of her folder and leaving it on her desk, you think that's fair game? Is that right?
It's on her desk.
Would he like that if somebody did that?
Look,
to Mark?
I brought a frozen meal in last year, that burrito, and I went to get it during the break, and somebody had taken it, and I could smell it in the microwave, so I knew somebody took it and ate it. And I didn't get pissed, because I'll catch somebody else's meal later on, and I did. There's a salad in there that looked good, and I ate that.
Oh, this is the lawlessness.
At the end of your life, things even out.
Is that right?
Yeah. Okay. This is one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, you're into everybody's business, man.
You are into everybody's stuff. You think everything's yours.
That's not true.
That's an odd comment for you to be making right now.
You are one of those. Who is that? Mrs. Kravitz.
I love Mrs. Kravitz.
Yeah, you are Mrs.
She kept
Kravitz.
the neighborhood safe.
Right, and she's into everybody's business. The do-gooder, and nosy ass. Busybody too. Yeah. So just enough.
Yeah. You told her off.
You gave her the one first.
Well, I mean, she's clearly not involved.
No. I think she saw the name Michelle Cube on
my folder,
and that's what might have caught her
attention. It's not
attention.
there anymore.
No. You have now
I needed it. I just needed it till Friday. I'll get it back
you've
on
got
Friday.
that cop thing. You're worried about it.
That's right.
Tim speaking before police officers in Huntington Beach.
I have 60 pages to read in front of 300 people.
Yeah.
You don't think pressure comes with that?
Sure, that's tough.
You can't go to Target and buy your own 3-ring notebook. You have to take hers.
I don't have time to go to Target to get a 3-ring.
Really?
It's like a 3-ring circus around here. No, I don't have time for them. All right, the Menendez brothers are in the news. They're not getting out of jail. Sorry. You knew the rules. You knew the boundaries. Mahalo.
A major setback for the Menendez brothers' fight for freedom.
Our position is that they shouldn't get out of jail.
LA District Attorney Nathan Hochman walking back the recommendation from the previous DA to reduce the brothers' life sentences for the shotgun murder of their parents.
Yeah, I think it's, look, if you let those guys out, then who else are you going to let out? I think it's a pretty gruesome crime. To go in there with a shotgun while your mom and dad are eating ice cream, watching TV, and you blow their heads off? I don't know.
Then they, I believe, went outside, reloaded, and went back in.
Yeah.
It's
One
sort
of those cats reloaded, went in, and to finish mom off.
Because mom was crawling away.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I'm clear. I kind of now have it. I've heard it from so many people who are kind of into, the Free the Menendez movement.
Right.
But I've heard that, the father was this abusive guy, both verbally, physically, and maybe even sexually. But the mother, I'm unclear on. Is she an enabler?
Enabler, yeah.
Well, that's it. So that's
she
why,
knew it was going on, and she did nothing about it.
I see. Okay, and that's why they murdered her. Okay,
right. But they also, they went out and spent a lot of money after mom and dad were blown away.
Yeah, I mean that's this. I just had this conversation yesterday, and that's exactly what I said. I mean, for guys who they bought, I believe, cars, watches, and even invested in a business.
Yeah,
I mean they had a story. Right, there was a story that they were floating. The narrative was they were allowing this story to be floated, which was that it was a mafia hit of some kind.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Because it was so brutal.
Okay, but if Hochman, who's the DA in Los Angeles, if he lets these two out, or he fights to let these two out, then that's not why he was put in there. He was put in there to keep guys like this away from us.
Well, and also he was a tough law and order DA, not the they've done enough time. He's not that kind of DA.
Well, you're right.
It would be off-brand for him to go for leniency.
I ran into, without mentioning his name, one of the Menendez lawyers at Santa Anita. It was like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years ago. And he even back then was talking about trying to get the Menendez brothers out of prison. And I said, well, what would they do for an occupation? Who's going to hire these two? And he goes, I don't know. It's a good question. Who would hire these guys? And I said, I got a perfect job for him. He goes, is that right? Working at KFI? I said, no, not working at KFI. But, when horses break down on the backstretch here at Santa Anita, and if they break their legs, what they do is they come out and they put a screen around them so nobody can see this. And then they take a gun and they shoot the horse in the head and kill it. I think Lyle or Eric could do that job. And he got really pissed and walked away. He told me to F myself. How about that?
Yeah, the lawyer for them probably isn't the best audience for
I don't know if he was their lawyer. I think he was loosely connected to that case.
I see.
I don't know if he was their direct lawyer.
But connected enough that he was offended by that.
Very offended, yeah.
Yeah.
And he split. And I take great umbrage in somebody killing their mom and dad in cold blood.
Yeah, I would hope.
I don't like that at all.
That's a courageous position.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of lunatics out there who are fighting to get these two out of prison.
Well, the Netflix series kind of breathed life into the idea of letting them out. I think that because it was told in a sympathetic way, from what I understand, sympathetic to them.
All right.
And so I think that, again, sort of reanimated their case.
Plus, if I were John Colbelt was very instrumental in getting this new district Hochman into office. Had him on the show all the time. Really put his name out there. And the Menendez, when they were going through their troubles, that John and Ken used to call, they had a segment every day called Fry the Menendez, and talked about how these two kids should be put to death, or at least in prison for the rest of their lives. So if those two kids get out of jail, I think they're coming right here.
Sure, to John.
To John. Or perhaps I was also on with Steckler. They might take a shot at me as well because their lawyer, Leslie Abramson, she called me and Steckler a-holes for going after the Menendez brothers back in the, when they were on trial.
Sure.
So I personally would like to see them in jail for the rest of their lives because I think that this station could be a target for them because they're probably pissed. They've been incarcerated for 30 years. Look, you saw what they did to their parents. Why wouldn't they also knock a radio guy off?
Yeah.
That's chump change for them.
Sure.
They killed their mom and dad in cold blood right on the couch while they're eating yogurt or ice cream. Remember what it was.
Yeah, it's a pretty brutal. The whole thing is pretty brutal. I mean,
that part of it's really brutal.
There has to be anger and all kinds of things. I've no doubt they were angry, but man.
Look, we're all pissed at our parents sometimes. Growing up, like, oh, mom, dad, you're terrible for this or for that. But you don't blow them away. You just sort of deal with them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know some of the details of what they're alleging their father did are pretty.
Even if all those alleged sexual offenses are true, you can't kill your mom and dad for doing that unless they're in the middle of doing it and you feel like you're going to get killed. You can't walk in there and blow them away. So bad day for the Menendez brothers. Also bad day for that Mark Garagos. I think he's loosely affiliated.
Oh, he's one of their.
Case.
He's on that team.
Yeah, I think so.
Team Menendez.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's on that case as well. So
and he's he's got a great track record. That lawyer.
Yeah, but he was on this morning on the Today Show. I watched him, and he was getting really pissed at the person interviewing him because he said, no. He said they got 3 paths to get out. And they're, we're going to try to get him out. These guys are great guys. And the lady on NBC is like, no, they continue to lie about killing and blowing away their mom and dad. No, they don't. It was pretty,
I have to find that.
It's good. It's on the Today Show.
Okay.
It was great.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
An evacuation in Sierra Madre. So if you're heading up to parts of the Sierra Madre, you might run into a lot of problems.
The city of Sierra Madre, they use their...
The city of Sierra Madre.
The city of Sierra Madre, they use their communication tool, Nixle, to send out the notification around 5 o'clock tonight, hoping to give people plenty of time to prepare for those warnings and orders. Now, the city of Sierra Madre expects this storm to be...
one of the most beautiful cities in the world. You ever been to Sierra Madre?
I don't know if I have. I don't think I have spent any time.
I can't tell you a more beautiful town in the world. It's like a little sleepy town.
Oh, wow.
North of Santa Anita. You been there, Crows, Sierra Madre? The town?
Driven through.
Yeah. You didn't like their type?
A little snooty, but otherwise.
Sounds like you're the only one who's really spent any time there, Tim.
It's beautiful. It really is great. It's like living in the Midwest in a small little town.
Oh, I'm going to have to spend time there.
You got to go there. You got to go check it out. You'll love it.
Now, the city of Sierra Madre expects this storm to be similar to what we saw on February 13th, which triggered mud and debris flows throughout the area. High-risk areas are considered those near the Eaton Fire burn scar along the foothills. The intensity of that last storm even forced the Little Santa Anita Creek to overflow in some parts, causing damage to nearby homes and flooding the streets with rocks and mud. All day, city crews have been out clearing the debris basins and setting up sandbags and K-rails in vulnerable areas. Police have been warning people in the high-risk areas and will do so again tomorrow. During the last big storm, we saw garbage bins scattered across the streets and some even destroyed. The city wants people to keep their bins off the streets since they will not be collecting waste in the upper and lower canyons during the storm.
Did you hear that? If you live in Sierra Madre, they're not coming and picking up your trash this week.
Since they will not be collecting waste in the upper and lower canyons during the storm.
Oh, that sucks. Man, I know what that's like when you got your trash cans out there. You're all ready for a new life. All your trash is going to be taken away.
Right, to reset to zero.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
And then they don't pick them up. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, that is rough.
It's the worst thing could ever happen to you.
I don't know about that.
It's up there.
Ever?
It's up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's pretty good. It's pretty up there. Sucks. Man, I feel for those people. All right, sleep apnea. We have time? Yeah, I guess we have time. Sleep apnea is something that you might not know you have. 30 million Americans have it, and only a couple 100,000 people do anything about it, and it could severely destroy your life.
All right, folks, we're back now with Dr. Darian taking a look at a new survey that found that nearly 4 out of 10 adults are at risk for sleep apnea. Explain this one.
Sleep apnea is so much more than snoring. We talk about it all the time. These are periods of time during your sleep where you are not breathing. That cuts off oxygen to your vital organs like your brain, your heart, increasing your risk of heart disease, uncontrolled high blood pressure.
You got to get a sleep test. It's the one thing.
Where do I get one? I want to get one right now. I'm not kidding.
Because
I'm exhausted all the time. I believe I'm not sleeping well.
Yeah, I don't think you probably aren't. You know, I had a sleep test done at Northridge Hospital.
Okay.
About 15 years ago. And you go in, I went in at 10 o'clock, kind of buzzed. And they hook up about 30 wires to your body, upper, lower body. And they put this thing around your head. And so you have like 900 wires sticking out of you. Mm-hmm. And the guy goes, all right, go to sleep. I'm like, oh, thanks. Should be easy. You know, just sitting there.
Is there anybody else there? Like, is like a dormitory situation, or what is it?
It's a big room. There might be 3 or 4 other people behind curtains.
Okay.
And there's a guy there monitoring everybody all night.
Uh-huh.
And so I sit there at 10 o'clock and I stare at the ceiling to 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. He comes in and goes, all right, that's it. I said, I didn't fall asleep at all.
Yeah. I've never understood how anybody volunteering for that will actually be able to fall asleep. Because like you, I would just be in my head all night and awake.
Right. You know what he said to me? He said, you fell asleep 15 minutes into it and you woke up 15 minutes ago.
That's so great. Our perception of it is just so different.
That's fantastic.
I said, what?
You feel like you just blinked?
No, he said, and he said, you might have a different problem. And it turns out I do.
You got to go to this other place over here.
Yeah, now I got to go to a different hospital.
You have a different problem.
No, you know what my problem is? My problem, and he said it's pretty rare, but it does happen, that you dream that you're awake the whole night.
Oh.
So you're not awake the whole night. You just dream you're sitting in that bed by yourself, awake all night. And when in reality, you're asleep. And I said, can I get the hell out of here? I don't know what you guys are doing here, but I'm going to ask my insurance not to pay you cats. I don't think you're treating me right.
I could fall asleep in 30 seconds. I'm exhausted all the time.
As you get older, you can do that.
I'm so tired, man.
Yeah. I think those guys that plow into a laundromat or a 7-Eleven,
right.
I think they're sleeping.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, this thing we do in this country where we do the spring forward, fall back.
It sucks.
I mean, it's totally horrible. I mean, great. Spring forward. Let's stay with it now, okay? This will be the way it is.
It's killing people.
It's absolutely killing people. Exactly. There's strokes and heart attacks as a result.
That's right.
It's unneeded pressure, and it goes back to World War II. It has no applicability to today.
Yesterday, I said on this air at 4 o'clock, if Donald Trump wants to regain any kind of favor with a lot of people, stop with the USAID, stop with the education department, and just bring this crap to an end.
That's exactly what I said.
So I said that. You said it as well?
Yes.
Jimmy Kimmel stole from both of us. He had that same joke.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think that's a formulaic joke that he could have. I think he listened to my show and your show together and combined them.
I see.
And came up with that joke.
Yeah. I said, enough with the Gulf of America. Make this daylight savings thing go away.
Yeah. I'd rather it go back to Gulf of Mexico and the daylight savings go away.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
God. I mean, he's clearly not worried about taking these courageous positions, Trump. So why not take this?
But you got to follow the money. Who's benefiting from the daylight savings?
Yeah, you're right.
Somebody has to. There has to be a money element.
There was a Senate bill. Check this, Croge. Maybe you know. It was a Senate or House bill that did get through that chamber, either Senate or House, and somehow it didn't get all the way on just this issue, daylight savings time.
Yeah, somebody's making money on it. That's the only way in anything happens in this country is there's a money trail. Always.
Yeah, I agree with you. There had to be some interest that was related to dollars and cents.
Yeah, I wonder what it is. Let's find out.
Yeah, but anyway, good for you for taking the test. I need to take that sleep test. I really do. The sleep apnea thing.
They offered it at Northridge Hospital.
All right, that may be my new home.
Go sleep there
for one night.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
I don't know if you know this, Mark, but iHeart Radio and Wango Tango is back.
Oh, yeah. That's always a great couple of days.
Yeah, it's headed back to Southern California, headed to the beach. Saturday, May 10th. Should be beautiful that weekend. I looked at the weather. They are expecting a beautiful weekend. At Huntington Beach, Wango Tango's all-star lineup will feature performances by Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Meghan Trainor.
Oh, yes.
David Guetta.
Uh-huh.
Cat's Eye.
Love it.
N Mix.
Uh-huh.
A2O May. A2O May.
Yeah, have the album.
Yeah, and Hearts to Hearts.
Yes.
So, plus performing at Sunset, Orange County's own Gwen Stefani.
Come on now.
Tickets go on sale March 14th. That's Friday at 10 a.m. AXS.com.
Yeah.
AppleXRaySam.com.
Oh, yeah, I have AXS.
Yeah,
because when somebody sends you tickets and you click on their text, it says, please download the AXS.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I found out? When I first started going to Kings games where there was no physical tickets, they were all online, I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I purposely would find the oldest ticket taker at Staples Center, a guy in his 70s. And I'm like, buddy, I can't figure this out. He goes, oh, neither can I. Just go ahead. It worked every time.
The best moment going into Staples was when I was behind Diane Cannon at a Lakers game. Right. And she's on the phone talking to somebody, and they're on the kind of speaker. You know how you talk on the speaker. And she comes up to the ticket taker, and she didn't have whatever it was, a special pass, or maybe it was a ticket. I don't recall. But she's like, doing the back and forth with them. And I'm behind her, and I said, she's kind of a Laker legend. She's always,
right.
Diane Cannon. And I said this to the ticket taker, and couldn't really get any traction, I didn't think. But ultimately, sort of at that moment, she also, and I think she also said to the person, tell them who I am.
Oh, that's great.
To the person that she was talking to on the phone. And then I think at that instant, she also kind of cobbled together whatever it was, electronic ticket, or so she got through. But it was the most awkward thing to be that person who is trying to kind of do what you do, which is sort of find the oldest person there and say, hey, just let me in already.
I was at a King game with my daughter. She was 17 at the time. And I wanted to show her the top of the stadium where the press box is and everything. So we went up both those escalators all the way to the really cheap seats up top. And I got a pretzel with salt, one of those big pretzels. They're pretty good. Those Annie M's, really whatever that is.
$22 pretzel.
Yeah, it's expensive. And I had like 30 napkins because they're all butter with dough. And as I'm going down the escalator to get down to our seats, I was a little buzzed, and I stumbled, and when I got in the escalator, I stumbled between stairs.
Sure.
And I let go of the napkin so I could grab the rail, and the napkins floated down all the way, like 20 napkins floated all the way down to the bottom. And I'm like, oh man, I hope nobody got hit by those napkins. And my daughter was laughing her ass off. And so we get down to the bottom, and there's a security guard standing at the bottom. I guess there's cameras everywhere.
Oh.
And he says, you got two choices. You can clean all these napkins up, or I can throw you and your daughter and her, he didn't say daughter, and her out of here.
Wow.
And I took a pause, and I almost said, F you, I'm not cleaning that up, because I wanted the story of getting kicked out of that stadium with my daughter. And she could have told that story the rest of her life.
Sure.
And I didn't. I was a coward, and I picked up all those napkins.
Well, you also knew that, you wanted to pick them up. You wanted to make it right. So
I know,
you have to work. You're working against the fact that, hey.
It's better that she has a story of her getting kicked out of the stadium with her dad.
I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. The ending, certainly, it's much better. It ends with a big flash if you get thrown out.
It's much better.
Yeah.
I remember this story forever. I was about 9 or 10, and there was a friend of mine. My uncle Wally Dalton had a friend, a guy named John. I don't want to say his last name because I don't know if he's still alive. And John was a painter, and he fell off the scaffolding and broke his leg painting. It just snapped it in half. It was like a compound break. It was awful. But he didn't have insurance. So he said, let's go to the Laker game. He goes, I'm going to do a somersault in the Laker parking lot, and they're going to pay for the
This sounds like a Ralph Cramden and what's his name? Or like Barney and Fred and the Flintstones. Hey, Barney, I got an idea. We'll go down to the Staples Center, and they'll pay. Their insurance are going to cover us.
So we pick him up, and we pick him up in like Hollywood, and the whole way to the stadium, he's screaming, "Ah! He's got a busted leg, femur broken. Ah!" Every time we stop, he's screaming.
Oh my God!
We finally get to Sizzler. He walks across the street. You know those horses that they set up, they're 2x4s with a bar across them to direct traffic?
Yeah.
He runs into that one and goes down. Just did a cartwheel and bound. Bang. And he's screaming, ah! And I think he broke his leg. I think this guy broke his leg. Cops, ambulance, everybody comes by, gets hauled off in an ambulance. And the forum actually ended up paying for his medical.
That's unreal.
It's a true story.
That's incredible. So his scheme actually worked.
Right, but he was in tremendous pain for hours.
Yeah.
Before he had any kind of relief.
Yeah, but he would have been in more tremendous pain if he'd had a bill of whatever, $23,000 that he, whatever help.
Right. But my mom's side of the family was always sort of like, just this side of legal and maybe even the other side.
Yeah, that's a grift for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's a grift.
Oh, yeah. No, it's 100%. But him going down in a heap on that wooden horse, doing a cartwheel and then screaming.
I mean, at least he sold it.
Yeah, no, he did.
Sufficiently.
Man, they paid for everything.
That's a great story, though.
I don't know if it's a good lesson or not. Anytime I talk about my uncle and his buddies, it's always being brought to you by somebody. Who do we got today? Oh, Advanced Hair. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Make your appointment today at advancedhair.com.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Conway Show. Mark Thompson's with us. Crozier's wandered in. He's usually on his way home on the 210 freeway back to Montclair, but he is Claremont. Ding dong with you, dude. Mark Thompson pointed this out, and I think you're onto something. Whenever there's something new, you're not a big fast food guy, right?
No, I'm not.
But I noticed this. When there's a new sandwich that's introduced at any fast food place, the first year, it's effing great.
Yeah.
It's like white meat with, perfect breading. It's handmade. It's made to order. It's special. It's beautiful. You tell everybody. And then they slowly start cutting corners. And then, 2 years later, it's like chicken knuckles, It sucks. But they did that with Uber.
Oh, Uber is a classic example of that.
When Uber started, it was a town car or a big black SUV that was new with water and mints and cable chargers.
Yeah.
And now you get into an Uber and sometimes there's a kid in there like doing his homework and there's a pizza box. Or what'd you say? There's like a juice box now.
Yeah, I got into Uber just a couple of weeks ago, and there were a couple of juice boxes behind the driver's side. I thought, and they weren't like full waiting to be, it wasn't like they were offering them. It was, empty juice boxes with the straw still in them. Yeah. So, the idea behind Uber was that there are all these cars, these town cars, and as you say, the big SUVs, whatever, that have all this downtime. They're at the airport. The next pickup is 4 hours, and they can use that time and monetize that. And so they do.
I was with the guys in West LA that started that because I was driving limo at the time, and then they'd go to a concert, and the concert was 6 hours, so they go out and hustle rides.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So all they did was they
made more doing that than they did driving.
Yeah, they brought a technology to that, and they got it right. I'm sure because that's that's cash too. But then, as you say, once they got you hooked, they changed the service.
Yeah, well, they did it with Airbnb. When your first Airbnb was great. It was beautiful. It was new. It was and everything was fresh. The sheets were great. Now you go to an Uber Airbnb. And it's like, wait, there's a bowl of cereal on the table with milk still in it. Was there a kid here about an hour ago having breakfast? Oh, it's unbelievable. But that's just the way of the world.
And so you're saying the fast food, the newest fast food offering.
If it's a new sandwich, it's great.
Yeah.
And then
for about a year.
Right.
And then it degrades.
Give it a couple of years and it's going to be, unedible. Yeah. All right. The 10 cities considered to be the happiest place to live. You want to go through them?
Oh, yeah.
All right, number 10. Let's go from 10 to 1. Number 10, Huntington Beach, California. That's a cool hang.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
Number 9, San Francisco.
Oh.
All right, beautiful city. Has its share of problems.
Is this California?
Yeah, let's see.
Must be.
These 10 cities are considered the happiest place to live.
Oh, it's nationwide? And we have 2 cities already in the top 10?
They seem to be all California. I don't think they said it. No, they're not all California. Okay. So San Francisco, Huntington Beach is 10, San Francisco is 9, Scottsdale, Arizona is 8, Madison, Wisconsin, which is beautiful. You ever been to Madison, Wisconsin?
Ew.
Oh, my God. You'd move there in a heartbeat.
Not in January, you wouldn't.
It's better than Claremont, I'll tell you that.
I don't know about that.
I bet you it is. Lincoln, Nebraska is 6, Overland Park, Kansas.
Lincoln, Nebraska?
Yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska. Overland Park, Kansas is number 5.
How many people live in Overland Park, Kansas? I'm sorry.
I'm looking at all of them right now in this picture. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where Steckler is from.
Again, I've been there, and it's lovely, but,
Or Sioux City. Sioux Falls, South Dakota is number 4. But, does it get cold there in the winter. Irvine, number 3.
Nice.
Irvine, number 3. The number 2 best city in the world to live in, San Jose, California.
In the country.
In the country, yeah. I'm sorry, in the country. San Jose, California.
Wow.
Do you know the way to San Jose? And the number 1 place to live in America, numero uno, number 1, Burbank, California.
No.
I want to see this survey. This survey is absolute.
What was the criteria
You
for this
absolutely
thing?
made this crap up. I don't even believe this exists.
Sioux
I
Falls?
think you made up this entire thing. These 10 cities are considered the happiest places to live. Okay, this really is in the New York Post.
I'm trying to sell a home in Burbank. Give me a break.
Consider yourself lucky if you live in one of these 10 cities. This is unbelievable. This is a real.
I got to
list.
move it. I got to move our house in Burbank.
I cannot-
Give me another couple months, then I'll give you the real list.
This is crazy.
Burbank's number one. Hey, don't bust my balls, Mom.
Yeah, this is really something. Some of what you said is accurate.
Yeah. The San Francisco is in there. Huntington Beach is in there.
No, that's right.
Irvine's in there.
Yeah, Irvine's in there. The only thing that he changed was the number one.
Wait, Sioux Falls is
Sioux
actually
Falls is
in there?
Yeah, it's crazy. And you know,
In Overland, Kansas?
Overland, Kansas, which has
That's outside of Kansas City, isn't it?
it has fewer than 200,000 people living
Wow. Oh, that's wild. Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
there. Lincoln, Nebraska has fewer than 300,000. It has about 300,000 people living there.
You know, I was driving cross country with my brother Jake, and when we left LA, we were driving to Toronto. When we left LA, he was complaining of a toothache. I'm like, oh, Christ, this is going to be a long trip. You know, because teeth don't get better on road trips.
This is true.
They just don't, all of a sudden get better. So by the time we got to South Dakota, he was in tremendous pain. It was a Saturday. I remember this. It was early at like 7 a.m. on a Saturday, and he was up all night. He was very emotional. He goes, I can't take this anymore. We got to go to the emergency room. Went to an emergency room. They said, we can't do anything. You got to go to a dentist. I said, well, we don't have a dentist in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And he said, go through, the yellow pages, whatever, and call until you can find one. I said, oh, well, thanks for the help. Go to the emergency room, and a guy lays a phone book on you. So we call the first dentist we call. It's a woman, and she picks up. And it was her emergency line. And she picks up and said, hey, you open on Saturday? She said, I'm not, but what's the problem? I said, my brother, we're driving cross country. He's got a toothache. And she said, I'll meet you in the office in 10 minutes.
Wow.
And I said, really? She said, yeah, it sounds like it's an emergency. I'll meet you in the office in 10 minutes. She goes to the office. About 10 minutes later, the nurse comes in that she had called in to help her out. And she pulls a tooth from my brother, fills 2 other teeth, and gives him Novocaine and some pain relievers. He was fine after that. She charged $61.
Oh, my God.
That's insane.
That's the kind of cities that are out there.
That's the small town.
Yeah, $61.
Sure.
And I said, I got a 50 on me. What do you think?
You haggled.
You did not.
No, I didn't.
You did not.
All right, go see Mark Thompson's show. 50, it's yours, sweetie.
This has been a fun day today, Conway.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it. I really have.
The Mark Thompson Show on YouTube.
Yes, thanks, pal.
Yeah,
Thank
go
you.
check it out. Yeah. And
we just got our YouTube plaque. When you get 100,000 subscribers, you get a YouTube plaque.
But you're 112,000 now, huh?
Yeah, 112,000.
You're kicking ass.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for all your
The Mark Thompson Show on YouTube.
Love today at KFI.
Thanks for coming in, buddy. Crozier, you're a giant stud.
Yo!
And so are you, Stefouche, and Angel, and Bellio. All right, so, okay, Ron, are you too? All right, Mo. I see Mo's waving his hands. All right, Mo as well. And Tuala, I see you too. Mo and Tuala. God almighty, let's get out of here.
Yeah, you kind of took the specialness out of it.
Yeah, kind of diluted the rest of
okay,
us.
then I take it back from everybody. Just Thompson. Christ. Conway Show on demand on the iHeart Radio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeart Radio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at washablesofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.